Yes, it's one of the most common conundrums a homeowner can face. You're ready to move up. It's time for a bigger house, bigger yard, better schools. Maybe it's time to finally get that place with mountain views. But should you buy the new place first, or should you sell your current place first? Now, there are definitely benefits to selling first, but depending on your situation, it might not be the best option for you. For example, maybe you don't know where you want to move. Maybe you don't even know if you want to move, but you just think you're ready if that perfect place comes along. You don't want to pull the trigger and sell that old place and then be forced into buying something you don't really like just so you have a place to live. The problem here, of course, is that most people are going to want to take that nice chunk of change they make off the sale of the first home and apply it to the down payment of the second one. But if we're buying first, we don't have it yet. There are, however, a number of ways to generate that cash in the short term, and I'm going to take you through 4 of them, from obvious and somewhat impractical to shrewd and crafty. Ready? Let's go. Number 1 is a gift. You simply find a wealthy friend or family member and borrow it from them. Then you pay it back when you sell your house. Well, geez, Sam, that's brilliant. Why didn't I think of this? I get it. Most of us aren't related to Daddy Warbucks. But if you happen to know someone with a lot of extra cash lying around and they trust you enough to pay it back, this is the simplest and easiest way to circumvent this problem. Number 2 is a contingent offer on the new home. You write an offer with a conditional sale provision, meaning you're agreeing to buy the new place, but that's conditional upon your ability to sell your existing home. We want to buy your place so long as we can sell our place. Deal? Deal. Now, these contingencies have been around for decades and they are fairly common, except in a strong seller's market. The issue is that in a market like Denver at the time of this recording, getting an offer accepted with a conditional sale provision is nearly impossible. To be frank, it can be a big headache for sellers because they now have to worry about your ability to sell your home in order for them to sell their home to you. And the truth is they're going to receive other offers probably without this contingency, and more than likely, they're just going to accept one of those. So I understand these first 2 options don't sound great for most people, but let us now enter into the world of short-term lending. Option 3 is a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. You may have heard of these. Here's how it works. Assuming you've been in your home for a little while, you can actually borrow against that equity you've accrued and generate a wad of cash. Then take that cash and put it down on the new home. Now, HELOCs generally have higher interest rates than, say, a 30-year mortgage. But if you're planning on selling your home anyway, once you do, you can just take that money and pay the HELOC off. The one potential downside is it could mess with your debt-to-income ratio, and if you're applying for a mortgage on the new home, this is one of the main things that lenders look at when qualifying you. So talk to your lender about it. And number 4 is a bridge loan. Now, this is similar to a HELOC, except you're not borrowing against the equity on your current home. It's just a personal loan. So if you haven't been in your home for a while, haven't built a lot of equity, maybe this is the right option. You get a chunk of change to bridge the gap between buying and selling, and then same thing. Once you sell your old place, you pay it off. It's got the same potential drawback with the debt-to-income ratio situation. So again, talk to your lender, and this is one of the reasons having a good lender is important in buying a home. A good lender will work with you. They will get creative and find ways to do what you want to do. A bad lender will say, no, you can't. A good lender will say, let's figure out how we can. I have good relationships with a few good lenders, and I will always happily make the introduction when you and I work together. Bottom line, don't fret. We can make this happen, and we can go out and look for that sweet new pad without having to give up old trusty just yet. That's it for me, and hey, if you are thinking of selling, check out this video I did on the best ways to sell your home as fast as possible. You will love it. As always, call me anytime. We'll talk soon.